It's time for baseball on MLB Network. Should be a good one here this afternoon between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Detroit Tigers. It's a battle of elite pitchers next on MLB Network. Jordan Zimmerman, the right-hander from the state of Wisconsin, is on the mound here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, on the mound now is Jordan Zimmerman, big, strong right-hander, good fastball, 93 to 95 miles an hour. When he's on, has good sinking action on the fastball, more of a slider than a curveball. So he's a fastball, slider, straight changeup guy. He really needs to have the changeup because his velocity isn't as good as it was early in his career. Needs the changeup to make that 94 to 95 look better than it actually is.
Temperature about what you'd expect for this time of year, 56 degrees at first pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
Here now the 2-2. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Is looked at and the count moves full.
You can bet these hitters are taking note of what the guy on the hill is working with. A long at bat like this in the first inning can reveal a lot.
A little bouncer that winds up foul. The next 3-2. Count still full, 3-2. A little roller toward the hole. The underhanded flip. Throw to first is in time for the first out. With that, here's the starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia Phillies. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, I really like what Justin Bour does for this team. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands. Always seems to turn in a good at bat, and he can do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
Settling in now, Rhys Hoskins. He'll get to take his first cuts here. The 2-1 home is looked at off the plate for a ball. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Joe McDonald.
You know, you got to take your time and feel Joe McDonald out behind the dish a little bit. He has a tendency to move his zone around, usually settling in those middle innings.
You know, all you ask for an umpire is to be consistent. At times, Joe Mack is a little bit too inconsistent, particularly from a pitcher standpoint.
And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
Third, center fielder.
Into the box now, Odubel Herrera. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Three 3-0, here it is. Pulled hard, but it's foul down the first base side. Hoskins, base runner at first with 1 out. And he misses again, ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
Coming to the plate now, Wilson Ramos, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. The 2-1 is in there for the second strike.
Hey, he's not going to get away with that all day. He's got to find a way to get on top of that ball and bury it.
Here now the 2-2. Here's a little chopper up the middle to Iglesias for one. Throw to first is going to be offline, so they just get the one on the play.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got to force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
Into the box as Dribble Cabrera hit down the line at first. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. Bottom of the first, straight ahead. We're scoreless on MLB Network. Aaron Nola gets the starting assignment for the Phillies. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Aaron Nola coming on, the pride and joy of Louisiana State University. Kind of a four-pitch mix. Fastball, slider, curveball, and change. None of his pitches rate really on a scale of 10. None of them are 8s or 9s, but he's solid and he throws strikes. You'll know early if he's on, he'll induce a lot of ground balls.
Into the box, Jeimer Candelario. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. A moment now in Motown to check out the Tigers starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, like everyone else, I can't wait to see what Miguel Cabrera has in store. He's one of those guys you want at the plate in those big game-defining moments. He's such a clutch hitter. I love watching him in those situations, and hopefully we'll have that in this game as well.
Into the box now, Nicholas Castellanos, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. The 1-2 misses for the second ball. The 2-2 one more time. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Danger looms on deck here in the person of Miguel Cabrera. The 3-2 pitch. Swing and a little tapper, but that one rolls foul. 1 out, nobody on. Now a ball popped up behind the plate for Ramos, and he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
Batting third, first baseman, Miguel Cabrera.
First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. His past line against Aaron Nola. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. The 1-1 home. Down the third baseline. Taken there by Cabrera. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Tigers. We are still scoreless. Stepping in, Justin Bour. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. Called strike 2 as he locks him up there.
I know he stole a strike right there, but he better be careful with that curveball. That's coming across and catching a lot of plate. And if he stays back, he's going to drive that thing with some serious authority.
Hit hard up the middle. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
Standing in now, Nick Williams. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
Time for a look at the Tigers on D. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
Now at the plate, Cesar Hernandez. Here it comes on 1-1. Missed with a slider. Bohr stands at first with one out. Swing and a ball line softly down the right field line. Foul. Here now the 2-2. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that'll get over the wall. So forget about sending the runner. It'll be second and third now with only one away.
Just a great approach at the plate right there. Takes that pitch on the outer half and goes with it. He clearly hit it well because it bounced right over the wall for a ground rule double.
Into the box now, Scott Kingery. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Jones is in pursuit, but he can't get there, and that'll plate both runners as it hops over the wall for a ground rule double.
There's an interesting play right there. Base open. They elect to pitch to him, and what does he do? He hits a ground rule double, which forces the run from second and third to come in to score.
In now, Carlos Santana, very weakly on the ground.
I don't think he's going to triple up on changeup right there. He seemed to have gotten the timing down on that second one.
Popped him up. Candelario in foul ground, but no one's going to get it as it's into the camera well area. Working for the punch out and the offering. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as the offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
And this one misses to Santana, and he'll take that free pass down to first.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
Now at the plate, Rhys Hoskins. He drew a base on balls his first time up. The 2-1 is a breaking ball in off the plate.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
Seared down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. The 3-2 pitch. Swing and a high pop drifting into foul territory. Cabrera is there, 2 down.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Count remains full. The next 3-2. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos, reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. Kingery, the runner at third. Santana at second. Pereira at first. 2 out in the inning. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
Now the 2-1 pitch is taken. Ball 3.
He's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run-scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge him. Going to have to make some good pitches here.
Bouncer up the middle. Iglesias is up with it. Throw on to first, and a good job of working out of that one with just limited damage as the inning is over. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Phillies lead it 2-0. Here's the switch hitting Victor Martinez. His past line against Aaron Nola. He's a .333 hitter. Now the 1-1 pitch. High in the air out towards shallow right. Williams is under it. 1 out.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. And let's focus on Wilson Ramos. He's an absolute brick wall behind the plate. And if you miss middle over the heart of the plate, he could turn it around with a 3-run bomb.
Next up for Detroit, James McCann. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit to short. And there's out number 2.
Had to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of the bat. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
Into the box, Jacoby Jones. Too low with a fastball there. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They trail things here 2-0. A nice aerial look of downtown Detroit as we welcome you back to our MLB Network broadcast from Comerica Park. Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera.
That's
2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike. The count.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Still even at 2-2.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
The 2-2 one more time. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Leadoff single to start the third right now. From an offensive standpoint, keep the aggressive at-bats happening. Keep the pressure on the defense. Everything's looking good right now.
Standing in now, Justin Bour. Little chopper back to the mound. One there. Return throw is in time, and what do you know, they do get the double play.
Number 5, Nick Williams.
Up next will be Nick Williams. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Under it is the left fielder. And that's the third out. Down quickly go the Phillies. They're up 2-0. Stepping up now, number 14, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Next for the Tigers, Nico Goodrum. First with no outs here. Still 1-2. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Into the corner and slicing foul. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball, and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
Into the box now, Jose Iglesias, and he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
And that's 2 free passes in the third inning alone, so you have to wonder if maybe it's something mechanical or if it's just psychological. Got to get back on track here.
The next batter, Jeimer Candelario. Now the 1-1 pitch is a fastball that misses.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Now the 2-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. First and second now, 1 man out. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. So this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Another 2-2 offering. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. On the ground to the right side. Reined in. There's one, but they won't get two as he beats the relay to first.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Stepping in now, Nicholas Castellanos. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. Tigers strand a pair. They're down 2-0. So next to the plate for the Phils, Cesar Hernandez. Ground ball sent back up the middle. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. The throw into second, and he's going to make it there. Barely, as he's into second base with a double.
Now batting.
He's been making it look real easy out there. 2 at-bats, 2 doubles. They might want to think about pitching around him the next time he steps in because he looks locked in for this one.
Into the box, Scott Kingery. Lays off the slider that time, 2-1.
Seems to me like they're pitching him a little bit more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Swung on and hit in the air to left. Left fielder has a beat on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Up next for Philadelphia, first baseman, Carlos Santana.
So now Carlos Santana. Hernandez leads off second with one gone in the inning. Fouled off. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And another foul ball. The 1-2. Hit out towards second. To his left, Goodrum. And there are 2 away now.
Up next for Philadelphia, left fielder.
Digging in to try it again, Rhys Hoskins. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. A 3-1 count to the Phillies left fielder. Odubel Herrera would be next. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. 1 left for Philadelphia, but they're on top 2-0. First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. The 1-1. High and deep to right. Williams ranging back, still going back, and that one is gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. As they cut the lead in half, it's 2-1 now.
Well, if you're going to get your first hit of the game, you might as well do it with a bang. He thought he could squeeze one past him, but he thought wrong.
Standing in now, Victor Martinez. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our two starters. And you can see that both guys are well into the 90s, 95 on one hand and just 2 miles an hour slower on the other. At the plate, James McCann. He's 0 for 1 thus far. 1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Ranging back is Herrera to the track. He can't get there in time, and now it hops over the wall for a ground rule double.
There's a deep fly ball. Doesn't quite get out of the ballpark, but it hits in the right spot as it bounces off that hard warning track and over the wall for a ground rule double. Not sure if he had triple on his mind, but I doubt he'll complain too much about getting to coast into second base.
In now, Jacoby Jones. Throw right back at him, and it hit him. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the second out at first. Well, this is certainly something you never want to see. Perhaps the silver lining here, if there is one, is that got him in the non-throwing arm. So if he had to work his way through this, he probably could, assuming, of course, that there's nothing broken in there. And I think he is indeed planning to give it another go. At the plate, number 14. He drew a walk his first time up. McCann on third with 2 out. Outside, 2-1. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. A play at the plate, and not in time as the run scores. And would you believe the tying run comes in to score on a wild pitch? Man, oh man. The 3-1. Full count now. 2 out, nobody on. Another payoff pitch. And the curveball drops too low. They lost him. It's ball 4.
As the pitching coach heads out to the mound, I think this is probably just a case of giving your guy a chance to catch his breath, pump him up a little bit, let him know that he's got it under control.
So striding forward now, Nico Goodrum looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh my goodness. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Stepping in, Odubel Herrera. It was a walk in his last trip. The 1-1 is taken for strike 2. Now the Tigers have some action in the bullpen as a left-hander starts to get loose. The 1-2. Gets a small piece near the plate. That's a foul ball. Now another 1-2. Popped up. Candelario has a play. One away.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Ramos.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Wilson Ramos. He was a ground out victim last time up. One out, nobody on. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. Now look out as this one sends him sprawling. It's ball 2 now.
Didn't catch the corner there, but you can see he was trying to jam him with that running action on that two-seam fastball.
The 2-2. Fouled away. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air, and he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for route number 2.
Now batting, third baseman, Asdrubal Cabrera.
At the plate, Asdrubal Cabrera, a hit in 2 tries for him so far. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. Castellanos going back. Gone! A solo shot here to straightaway right field as they've taken a 1-run lead. Stepping in now, Justin Bohr. Drilled on the ground to short. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
And they'll just make him throw one over here. 3-1. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Payoff pitch one more time.
Nope.
And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Lane Hardy trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
Lane Hardy.
Cesar Hernandez will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Scott Kingery. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ward at third. Williams over at second. Hernandez on at first with 2 down. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Hardy, a native of Washington, the Evergreen State. He was taken in the 22nd round during the 2008 draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Phillies shortstop in front in the count, 3-1.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Grounder down the line at third. Gets dirty and gloves it. It's there. He got him. They call it the hot corner for a reason. And this is a beauty to take us to break. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. The 1-1 home. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
Hey, I watched Tom Glavine master throwing changeups inside to right-handed batters and getting them to pull it foul. If this guy can command that front hip curveball, he's going to go to it all game.
And it's fouled away. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Here he comes again, 1-2. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
Popped him up. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
Hit out towards second. Hernandez ranges to his left, and he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
Up next for the Tigers, third baseman, Candelario.
Digging in now, Jeimer Candelario, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. 5th inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. Chopped in front of home plate. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Nick Castellanos.
So digging in now, Nicholas Castellanos. He went down on strikes last time up. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. Herrera's there. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
A 1-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. The Philadelphia Phillies used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Aaron Nola is the winning pitcher of record, so that'll just about do it. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. So long, everybody.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies. 3 runs on 7 hits. No errors, They left 9 runners on base. For the Tigers, 2 runs on just 2 hits. No errors. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 50 minutes. A reminder that for travel through downtown Detroit, pick up the People Mover train outside the stadium at the Grand Circus Park Station, located just beyond the right field gate on Witherell Avenue.